Let's start with the Star Wars saga. First is Star Wars, Episode 1, The Phantom Menace, 1999. This movie is set 32 years before the events of the original Star Wars trilogy. It follows the adventures of a young Jedi Knight named Qui-Gon Jinn, his apprentice Obi-Wan Kenobi, and the young Anakin Skywalker who would become the famous Darth Vader. The film tells the story of the outbreak of conflict between the Jedi and the Sith, as well as the rise of the Trade Federation and the beginning of the Clone Wars. The film is set in a galaxy where the Republic is fighting a breakaway federation of merchant worlds. The Jedi, the guardian knights of the world, are called in to negotiate with the Federation, only to discover that the Sith have begun to act suspiciously, blockading the planet Naboo. Master Qui-Gon Jinn and his Padawan Obi-Wan Kenobi travel to Naboo, where they meet the young Queen Padme Amidala and the young Anakin Skywalker, who possesses extraordinary strength. The Phantom Menace is also known for its visual effects, large-scale scenes, and impressive space battles. The film featured cutting-edge digital character creation technology, including signature Jedi Jar Jar Binks.
It's dangerous. They all sense it. Why can't you?
Fear is the path to the dark side. Fear leads to anger. Anger leads to hate. Hate leads to suffering.
Second is Star Wars, Episode 2, Attack of the Clones, 2002. The film develops the plot of the Clone Wars, started in the previous film. Obi-Wan Kenobi and Anakin Skywalker travel to the Republic clone production planet Kamino to investigate mysterious events and threats related to the Clone Wars. During this time, Anakin meets Padme Amidala, the former Queen of Naboo and a senator, and a romantic relationship begins between the two. However, the situation is escalating, and the Sith are becoming more active.
I hate it when he does that. Anakin, don't do anything without first consulting either myself or the Council.
You don't need guidance, Anakin. I see you becoming the greatest of all Jedi.
The boy has exceptional skills.
His abilities have made him arrogant.
Excuse me. I'm in charge of security here, milady.
They are using a bounty hunter named Jango Fett to create a clone army.
Wait.
We must stop them before they're ready.
Your clones are very impressive.
They'll do their job well.
Blast, that's why I hate flying.
This is a crisis. The Senate must vote the Chancellor emergency powers.
As my first act, I will create a grand army of the Republic to counter the increasing threats of the Separatists.
Hasn't been a full-scale war since the formation of the Republic.
You must join me, Obi-Wan, and together we will destroy the Sith.
The dark side clouds everything. In grave danger you are. Begun this Clone War has.
Third is Star Wars, Episode 3, Revenge of the Sith, 2005. This film concludes the previous trilogy and tells the story of the fall of Anakin Skywalker and his transformation into Darth Vader. The clones and the Jedi continue the war against the Sith and the Dark Forces, represented in the form of Palpatine, who weaves his intrigues and strives for the unhindered leadership of the Galactic Empire. The film shows the dramatic battle on Mustafar between Obi-Wan and Anakin, which ends with Anakin's death and his transformation into Darth Vader.
Side of the Force.
Lord Vader.
Yes, Master.
Rise.
Fourth is Rogue One, Star Wars, Stories 2016. This film is a spin-off of the original trilogy and tells the story of a resistance group known as the Death Rebels who come together to steal the plans for the Death Star, the Empire's powerful weapon. These events directly precede the events in Star Wars. Episode 4, A New Hope.
Be trusted without your shackles.
Let's just get this over with, shall we?
We've a mission for you. A major weapons test is imminent. We need to know how to destroy it.
If you're really doing this, I want to help.
Good.
Good. I've been recruiting for the rebellion for a long time.
We destroyed our home. I fight the Empire now.
I fear nothing. All is as the Force wills it.
The captain says you are a friend. I will not kill you.
Thanks. There isn't much time. Every day they grow stronger.
There is a 97.6% chance of failure.
He means well.
This is our chance to make a real difference. Are you with me?
All the way.
Fifth is Star Wars, Episode 4, A New Hope, 1977. This is the beginning of the original Star Wars trilogy. The film tells the story of Luke Skywalker, a young farmer from the desert planet Tatooine, who comes to grips with the sinister Empire. He teams up with Jedi Obi-Wan Kenobi, mercenary pilot Han Solo, Princess Leia, and other allies to take on Darth Vader and destroy the Death Star.
Coming in too fast!
The story of a boy, a girl, and a universe. It's a big, sprawling space saga of rebellion and romance. It's a spectacle, light years ahead of its time.
I am C-3PO, human-cyborg relations, and this is my counterpart, R2-D2.
Hello.
No sauces, no sauces!
It's an epic of heroes.
Good luck.
And villains. And aliens from 1,000 worlds. Star Wars.
Sixth is Star Wars, Episode 5, The Empire Strikes Back 1980. This film is a continuation of the original trilogy. The plot focuses on the confrontation between the rebels and the Empire. The Empire is building a new Death Star and continues to pursue Luke Skywalker, Princess Leia, and other members of the Resistance. The film also includes the famous scene in which Luke learns of his true lineage.
Empire Strikes Back.
7th is Star Wars. Episode 6, Return of the Jedi 1983, the final part of the original trilogy. The rebels continue to fight against the Empire as Luke Skywalker faces Darth Vader and Emperor Palpatine in the final showdown between the light and dark sides of the Force. The film also sheds light on the past and history of the Skywalkers.
The heart of a hero. The courage of a rebel. The strength of a leader. The loyalty of comrades. The power of the Force. A legend fulfilled. An epic of heroes, villains, and aliens from 1,000 worlds. Major Crap! The quest continues. The circle closes. The saga lives on. Return of the Jedi.
8 is Star Wars. The Mandalorian 2019. This is a series that takes place after the events of the original trilogy. It tells the story of a lone bounty hunter known as the Mandalorian who travels the galaxy on the run from the Empire and on various missions. The series has received widespread acclaim for its characterization and the return of some familiar characters from previous films.
But bounty hunting is a complicated profession. They said you were coming. They said you were the best in the parsec. Would you agree? Mandalorian, look outside. They are waiting for you.
Yeah? Good.
Ninth is Star Wars. Episode 7, The Force Awakens 2015. This film is the start of a new trilogy in the Star Wars series. It takes place several decades after the events of Return of the Jedi and introduces new heroes such as Rey, Finn, and Poe Dameron. The Sith are rising again, and the Resistance, including Han Solo and Leia Organa, face a new threat.
The dark side. And the light.
Tenth is Star Wars. Episode 8, The Last Jedi 2017. Continuation of the third trilogy. The film explores the conflict between Rey and Kylo Ren, as well as the subsequent fight between the Resistance and the First Order. This film addresses complex questions about the nature of the Force and the role of the Jedi and Sith in the galactic struggle.
Breathe. Just breathe. Now, reach out.
Light.
darkness. A balance.
It's so much bigger. I only know one truth. It's time for the Jedi to end.
And last is Star Wars, Skywalker, Sunrise 2019, the last part of the third trilogy. The film concludes the story of the Skywalkers and their connection to the Force. Rey, Finn, and Poe Dameron, along with the remnants of the Resistance, fight against the First Order and Dark Forces. The film also sheds light on the mysteries of the past and brings back some of the series' iconic characters.
Good people will fight if we lead them.
People keep telling me they know me. No one does.
But I do. Long have I waited. And now you're coming together. Is your undoing.
What are you doing there, 3PO?
Taking one last look, sir. At my friends.
Confronting fear is the destiny of a Jedi. Your destiny. The Force will be with you.
Always.